Hello everybody, Uncle Gary here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited about this episode. We're going to be talking about your AI strategy. Now, as many of you can imagine, everyone on the entire planet is talking about AI and everybody's talking about their AI strategy. So I'm going to make a proposal to you that your AI strategy may not even be a strategy at all. Now, your competitors aren't necessarily beating you because they have better AI. They may be beating you because because they stopped treating AI as if it's just another IT line item. Now, if that stings a little, frankly, good. So let's go ahead and fix that in the next few minutes.
In a world full of noise, making the right choice can be hard. Uncle Gary, real advice, better decisions.
The mistake that I see at almost every level of leadership, from first-time managers all the way up to board of directors. They're still asking, should we adopt AI or how should we adopt AI? That question has expired. In 2026, more than 80% of enterprises are already running generative AI in production. Not piloting it, running it. So the real question isn't about adoption anymore. It's about orchestration. Is AI actively running parts of your operation, or is it sitting in a slide deck where your CIO shows the board of directors twice a year to prove that innovation is happening? Those are two completely different companies wearing the same logo. I put all the leadership teams I advise through 3 specific checks. Now, let's go deep into each one because the depth is where the value actually is. Number 1 is ownership. If your AI initiatives report exclusively into IT, you may already be in trouble. And I don't mean the use of AI inside IT for the software delivery lifecycle or using Claude Code or one of those types of use cases. I'm talking about business use of IT and AI. So that's why when I say if ownership in your AI initiatives, business initiatives, if ownership of those AI initiatives reports exclusively into IT, you've already lost. And here's why. IT optimizes for uptime and for risk reduction. That's their job, and they're right to do it. But AI's value doesn't come from uptime. It comes from decisions it changes or revenue it touches. So when AI sits purely inside IT governance, it gets treated like infrastructure. Patched, monitored, quietly underfunded the moment the budgets tighten. And I've watched this exact pattern kill promising initiatives in multinational organizations. The tech worked, the pilot succeeded, and the initiative died anyway because no business leader had their name and their income statement or profit and loss attached to the outcome. The fix is simple to say, but hard to do. Every AI initiative needs a business owner, someone whose bonus moves if the initiative fails. They need to be sitting right next to the technical owner, not sponsoring it from a distance, co-owning it, meeting every week about the results that AI is showing. Number 2, governance, but governance as an accelerant, not as a brake. And this is one that trips up very many people, even the smart people, because intuitively governance feels like friction. In reality, it's not. If you think about aviation, and I'm now spending a large part of my life in that world, so bear with me for the analogy, but if you think about commercial aviation, it is simultaneously the most heavily governed transportation system on Earth, and it is the safest. Those two facts are not in tension. They are the same. The rigor is what lets you push the system to operate at speed and scale without it falling apart. And it's the same with AI. A team with clear guardrails, what data can it touch, what decisions can it make autonomously, what needs a human sign-off, a team with those guardrails moves faster than a team improvising case by case. because they're not relitigating trust every single time a new use case comes up. So no governance does not mean fast. It means every initiative starts from zero. Number 3, agentic readiness. This is the newest and maybe even the most urgent one. We're past the era of AI as a tool you query. Autonomous agents are now executing multi-step tasks. I'm talking about planning, reasoning, acting, without a human in the loop for every step. Now, that's not a future scenario. I'm painting some future picture here. That's just another Tuesday in 2026. And here's the uncomfortable question I ask every executive team. If an agent on your team took an action right now, badly, at 2 a.m., would anybody notice before it compounded? And most leadership teams go quiet when I ask that. And the silence is the risk. If your managers don't have an explicit delegation and escalation model for autonomous systems yet, you are flying an aircraft with an autopilot engaged and nobody trained to take back the stick in case they need to. You want to notice those patterns across all 3: ownership, governance, and agentic readiness. None of those are a technology problem. They're an accountability problem, wearing a technology costume. And that's actually good news, because it means you don't need a bigger AI budget to fix this. You need a clearer org chart and a braver conversation about who owns the outcome. Well, the so what on this, you might be asking? When AI stops being a line item, it happens at that moment when a named leader owns the outcome instead of the tool. So you want to rationalize the ownership first. The technology will follow it. It always does. So if you are an executive watching this video, first of all, like and subscribe to keep in touch. And second of all, if you can't name who owns your AI outcomes today, that's your homework this week. Drop a comment with your industry, and I'll tell you what ownership model might work for your industry specifically. Thank you for watching. I hope this was valuable, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.